Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about carotid sinus in brief. The termination of the common carotid artery, or say the beginning of the internal carotid artery, shows a slight dilatation which is known as the carotid sinus, as you can see in the diagram above. In this region, the tunica medial layer is thin, but the tunica adventitia layer is relatively thick, and it receives a rich innervation from the glossopharyngeal nerve, the vagus nerve, and the sympathetic nerve. Talking about the function of carotid sinus. Carotid sinus acts as a baroreceptor and regulates the blood pressure. Talking briefly about the mechanism. Whenever there is an increase in the blood pressure, it causes stretch of the carotid sinus, or say activation of the baroreceptors. This causes an increased discharge in the 9th and the 10th cranial nerves. This further causes stimulation of nucleus tractus solitarius. Stimulation of nucleus tractus solitarius causes activation of vagus nerve and inhibition of the vasomotor center. Activation of vagus nerve causes a reduction in the heart rate, and a reduction in the heart rate causes a decreased cardiac output. Inhibition of vasomotor center causes inhibition of the sympathetic outflow. This causes a decreased myocardial contractility and vasodilatation. Reduction in the myocardial contractility also causes a reduction in the cardiac output, and vasodilatation causes a decreased blood pressure. Also, this decreased cardiac output also leads to a reduction in the blood pressure. Similarly, whenever there is a reduction in the blood pressure, the stretch of carotid sinus is reduced. Because of this, there is less discharge in the 9th and the 10th cranial nerves. And this further causes a decreased stimulation of nucleus tractus solitarius. Decreased stimulation of nucleus tractus solitarius causes inhibition of the vagus nerve and activation of the vasomotor center. Inhibition of vagus nerve causes an increased heart rate, and an increase in the heart rate further causes an increased cardiac output. Similarly, activation of vasomotor center causes stimulation of sympathetic outflow. Stimulation of sympathetic outflow further causes an increased myocardial contractility and vasoconstriction. Increase in the myocardial contractility also causes an increase in the cardiac output, and vasoconstriction causes an increase in the blood pressure. Increased cardiac output also contributes to an increased blood pressure. So this was all about carotid sinus in brief. Here is the overview of what I have discussed. You can check out my YouTube video on carotid body, the link for which has been mentioned in the description below. If you think this video was helpful, do like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.